And joining me at this time, ladies and gentlemen, during this clusterfuck of a match, we have your GWW current reigning and defending GWW Global Champ, the Italian Nightmare himself, Anthony Ragone, is here at the booth with your boy, Rags. How are you, sir?
Jinx, I am fantastic. Just here to get some up close and personal witness to this action.
Yeah, man. Speaking of which, you are witnessing all 5 men you will be taking on at Holy Grail 2 in a ladder match. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that GWW Global Championship belt will be hanging high from New York City. And New York City doesn't have a roof, so I don't exactly know where the hell it's going to be hanging from, but it's going to be hanging from somewhere. And these 5 men are looking to capture what you've held on to for a pretty long time. And listen, I try to be biased as much as I can here at the table, and sometimes it's unprovoked, and then sometimes it's provoked. But these are one of those times it's not provoked, sir. And I gotta say, man, you know, since taking that belt, you've brought a new type of feel to it, man. Eddie J did an amazing job when he had it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get my words twisted, folks. Eddie J did an incredible job. However, sometimes those things just need to be elevated, and Ragone has done an amazing job elevating this championship belt to the point where he has to have 5 men put in front of him. Now, can he do the unthinkable? Absolutely he can. He sure as hell can walk out of there with that belt still around his waist. You damn right. With that said, Ragone, you do have to walk into the MetLife Center and take on these 5 men and somehow climb a ladder, however high it might be. It's still going to be a ladder at the end of the day. How do you prepare for something like this?
Well, you can't really prepare for it. I mean, what are you going to do? Just climb a ladder fast every day and hope you climb faster than the other guys? No, I mean, it's a very unpredictable match. Anything could happen, anything could go wrong at any given point. I mean, somebody's career could end that. But I digress. Like, this is what I have to do because QC couldn't find a single guy out of these 5 to face me one-on-one. So yet again, I'm having to test myself unnecessarily.
I mean, okay, so let's talk about that because I believe I heard, this is not the first time you've said that, right? Yet and still, this kind of goes back to my point on how you've elevated this championship, though, by taking on all comers, and not just one at a time, but all of them at the same time. That is one way to make that belt even more prestigious. Like, people can have one-on-one matches all the time, but when the deck is stacked against you, champ, and you prevail, that does something. Like, oh my God, okay, this guy is on a whole different level. We've seen one-on-one matches all the time, bro. We see them all the time.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
You get what I'm saying?
And I agree with you 100%. But here's the difference, right?
Okay.
I don't defend my title in one-on-one matches. I never have. Every time I'm thrown into that ring, I not only have my competitors against me, but I also have the crowd against me. I have a stacked deck against me every time I step between those ropes. But somehow, some way, I always find a way to come out on top and prove everybody wrong and keep everybody pissed off with my name in their mouth.
I mean, valid points, I guess. I mean, if I'm being honest and I'm just listening to you, it sounds like a little bit of a reach. Like, if you're gonna reach that high, reach for something up in the stars. You get what I'm saying? Reach for your global. I mean, we're talking about never having a one-on-one match. You fighting the fans. Bro, you are champ. You are champ.
Oh, you're damn right I'm champ.
And not only are you champ, hold on. Not only are you champ. Hold on, I'm gonna let you make your point. But not only are you champ, you're champ here in one of the most gruesome places in all of EFED. Guerrilla warfare wrestling, my friend. I just made an entire soliloquy on what we embody here in GWW. Guerrilla warfare is that. And you have lived tried and true to just that, having multi-man matches, one-on-ones, triple, whatever the case may have been. You have walked through the fire, my friend, and walked out of the other side of it untouched. Now, will Holy Grail be something different? It might be. But still, somebody gets to look at your lineage as global champ and say, damn, that was one hell of a run. So make your point. Make your point, though. Make your point.
My point, Jinx, is this. It doesn't matter if it's a one-on-one match. It doesn't matter, okay? I just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
It's fine. One challenger couldn't be found for me. I have no problem defending my title against multiple people. I've done it for my whole reign. Right. Which is why the title, and you're right, which is why the title is as elevated as it has ever been. Right? So I agree with you there. I do. This is a whole new beast. We're not talking about your standard elimination style match. We're talking about 5 people trying to climb one ladder, maybe even 2 ladders. And we're talking about the forces of gravity here. It's like I said in the beginning, Jinx, somebody's career could end tonight. Or at Holy Grail, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But let me talk to you about my competition, okay? And this is where my issue has been this whole time, right? You have the self-proclaimed hero who has to pretend he's something he's not. Johnny Columbus tries so hard to create this illusion behind him that he's some sort of hero in the eyes of the people when nobody could give 2 shits if he's on their screen or not. Let's be honest. He's an absolute cartoon character, and he's one of the cartoons that you change the channel on. Okay? He doesn't have any substance or anything behind what he says. Now let's go to Tristan Silva. You know, he's been here since what, day 1? Can I get some confirmation on him? But let me tell you this. Washboard abs don't win titles, and he's been too concerned with the wrong things until I gave him direction. Until I said, hey, you're supposed to be worrying about me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's my washboard abs. Here's my workout video. Let me say a few words in my Morgan Freeman voice.
Is that Tristan Silva?
Listen, that is Tristan Silva. You see? So here's the thing, right? The best thing Tristan Silva's ever done in this company was create the titles. That's it. Wow. He's the Kaiser Lion. He's the Kaiser Lion. He's done this and that. He's a great middle of the pack. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, but as a competitor, he's middle of the pack. He doesn't do anything that amazes anybody. Now let's talk about Vontae. He is another cartoon character, just like Columbus. He's the Daffy Duck to Columbus's Sylvester the Cat, okay? He is so focused on such the wrong things, he does not have his priorities straight. For Andrea tossed his mother off of the stage.
This is true.
And he's worried about my title rather than getting his get back for his mama. Now, if it were me, Jinx, I'm just saying, if it cost my mama her health, I would drop this title in a heartbeat. Yep. I would drop this title, and I am raining hellfire and brimstone on anybody who touches my mama. And that's just facts.
Yeah.
Vontae, get your priorities straight. You don't have them. and let's talk about Six, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is just another person who, you know, he's been here a few months now. He's been here a little bit.
Yeah.
He should know how things go.
Well, no.
Be real.
What? Hold on. Hold on. If we talking facts, Six has been here. He's been here since the first time GWW was here.
Okay, so he's a return. So he should know what I'm saying. What I'm hearing is he should know how things are done here, right? Correct. Okay. So since he's been back, what's this moniker what is this moniker that he's had? Violence.
Correct.
Violence is forever. What is this act of has he done as an act of violence other than attack me from the crowd? To send a statement to Vontae? So basically, you have two guys who have beef with each other that were thrown in my match. So now Six is trying to throw his name into the hat and have me elevate his name. Now, the last person I want to get to, Memphis. He's the newest addition to this little party. Okay? Should he have a title opportunity? I think he was well worth the title opportunity. Maybe at the beginning of the season, maybe at the middle of the season. But since then, since Onslaught, since the Chaos Theory match, he's only had one thing in mind, and that's been his get back on Johnny Columbus. And the powers that be thought my title match would be the perfect place for him to do that. How is that fair to me?
Well, hold on, Ragone. We have a winner, and that winner is not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but the man that promotes violence is forever. What violent act has he made here at GWW? This one. Headed into Holy Grail 2 against you, my friend. Picking up the dub here tonight is Six Machiavelli. Ragone, thank you so much for your time, my friend. GWW, thank you so much for your time as well. As I say to each and every single one of you, every single week, we couldn't do this without you. Without you, there is no us.